you guys, welcome back to the Lightford house. I'm doing a quick and simple meal tonight, mostly because we are moving next week. So a lot of my kitchen stuff is already packed up. I'm here with my Instant brand Vortex air fryer. It's got the dual drawers. Pull it out from the counter and plug it in there. And I haven't filmed but maybe a couple videos with this machine. But what I've got here is a pack of bratwurst from Sam's Club. So there's 7 brats in here. And here I've got a mixture of chicken wings and chicken legs. And all I've done on the chicken is just season them up with some of this orange pepper. I didn't put any oil. I didn't put anything on those. And what we're going to do is air fry them. What's really cool about this air fryer is that you can put 2 different things in here. And even though the chicken's going to take a lot longer than the brats, we can have them actually finish cooking at the same exact time. So I'll show you how this works. So first we're going to put our baskets back in. And these are pretty good sized baskets. You can fit a lot in each one. So they just slide in. And you can see it's a very good sized basket there. I think there's 4 chicken legs in here and maybe 5 wings or so in there. Anyway, so now we're ready to go. We're going to hit this number 1 button for the first drawer. And it's got our brats in there. And you can choose. This does air fry, roast, bake, reheat, broil, or dehydrate. So we're going to hit the air fryer button. For our temperature, it's already set at 400. If you wanted to change it, you would just hit temp and then you spin the dial up or down. Time, we're at 15 minutes. I'm going to take the time down. So you hit the time here and spin the dial down. We're going to go about 9 minutes on the brats, and then we're going to come over here to drawer number 2. So we're going to hit the number 2 button, and we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to leave the temp at 400 because that's as high as it goes. So it'll beep. You can't go up any higher. Time, I'm going to give the chicken about 40 minutes to start with and see where that gets us. And it's not frozen. Everything is thawed. And what we're going to do, if we want these to finish up at the same time, we have to hit this sync finish right here and hit start. And what's going to happen is, since this one's taking longer to cook with the chicken, you can see that it's preheating. Once it's done preheating, you'll see the bar over here on cooking, and it'll go until it's done cooking. So it says air fryer here. This one says it's on hold. And the reason why this one's not starting to preheat yet is because the chicken's going to cook until it gets down to the 9-minute mark. And then since this one's set for 9 minutes on the brats, that's when this one will start to cook. So it'll go ahead and preheat. And then it'll start cooking at the 9 when this one gets to the 9-minute mark so that they finish at the same time. Now this also has a button on it where if you're putting like fries in here, the other day we did burgers on the grill and we had both drawers full of fries. You can have a thing called sync cook where I set the drawers for the same time and temperature and I just hit the sync cook button. They both start at the same time and cook up. The other cool thing about this is that you have a light. So you have a light for this drawer so you can check on it as it's cooking. You can also take a peek at the brats as well. If you want to look at both, you just hit both of the lights on. And once it's towards the end of its cooking time, the light will automatically come on. But anyway, that's a cool thing about this air fryer. So I do like it. It's just a huge air fryer and it does take up quite a bit of counter space, as you can see. But it's still a nice air fryer. So anyway, we're going to get these cooked and then I'll show you our end results. And halfway through the cook time, it will ask us to flip the food like most instant appliances do. So we will check on this chicken about the 20-minute mark. We will give it a flip. It may not take the full 40 minutes. Also, once it's preheated, it will beep and tell you to add the food. So you could open it and close the drawer, but you don't have to. It'll just keep moving. So right now it's showing the cooking. And then this one's still going to stay on hold. Alright, we're only 5 minutes in on the chicken. 6 minutes in now. So if I want to turn on my light and check it out, pretty cool. You can see how it's coming without even opening the drawer and then, you know, losing some of that heat in the air fryer. So, get a view here behind the handle. Pretty awesome air fryer. Alright, I'm going to give this chicken a little check by turning the light on again. And I can see that it's crisping up in there. So it's turning dark really quickly, so what I'm going to do is flip it, and I may end up actually turning the temp down to like 350. Alright, so to change the temperature, it's frustrating. You have to hit cancel. When you hit the number 1 button, it's still set for air fry on 400 for 9 minutes. But for drawer number 2, I'm going to take that temp, I turned it down to 375 and put it back on 26 minutes. Hit the sync finish again, and then hit start, and then you're ready to go. It's telling you to add the food because the drawer's already heated up. So there we go. That's the only frustrating thing to me about this air fryer, is that you can't just turn the temp down in the middle of cooking. I wish there was a way to do that. I think Instant Brands should have made it to where you could do that, because you know your food might cook up at a higher temperature than you want it to, and you may need to turn it down. So anyway, we'll let this keep going. I'm gonna fix some baked beans to serve with the meal, and I'll be back with you shortly. Alright, so I actually stopped it again, turned it down to 350, and lowered the time to 20 minutes because these are just cooking up pretty quickly in here. We do want them to be fully cooked, of course, but it seems like they're cooking up really fast. So we'll let those go, and we'll come back and check on them. For the baked beans, I'm just doing 2 cans of these Bush's original baked beans here, and all I've added was some of the McCormick's Himalayan pink salt with black pepper and garlic. I'm just gonna let these heat through, and that's gonna be dinner, guys. So we're at 14 minutes left on our chicken, and as you can see, the brats drawer has started to preheat. So they will start cooking. So it'll start cooking about the same time so that they can finish cooking at the exact same time. I'm gonna take another peek here at the chicken. As you can see, it's looking pretty good. Don't want to burn it, so I will keep an eye on it. If I need to turn it off earlier than the 13 minutes that it's got left, then I will. Also, if you open it, it'll tell you to close your basket as well, and it'll pause on that side. So anyway, we'll let these go, and then we'll come back, check on it. The beans have already heated through, so we're just waiting on the air fryer to finish up. Alright, so now the brat drawer has finished preheating. They're both cooking at this point, and we can check the light there. These baskets are dishwasher safe, but you will see like condensation in the little window right here. Water can get in, and you'll see it in the door there. But these are dishwasher safe. Now it's telling us to turn our food, but I'm not going to do that. Let it keep rolling. Alright, so there's 2 minutes left, and I looked and the brats are nowhere near done. I'm going to give them some more time. I'm going to go ahead and cancel this out because our chicken is done. And I did check the temperature with my Thermal Pro. So I'm going to hit the cancel button here. The chicken's ready to go. So here, I'm going to hit 1. We're at 400, which is the highest temp that we can do for air fry. For time, I'm going to give it, let's go about 7 more minutes and just hit start. So as you can see, basket number 2 has turned off, and number 1 is still going to keep going. So I'll let these go for another minute or 2, then I'll flip them over. I haven't flipped them or done anything to them, so we will do that, and then we'll check them at the end of our 7 minutes. Alright, so there's a look at our chicken. It's looking very good. I'm going to go ahead. It's telling me to add the food, but the stuff's already in there. So I'm going to grab a chicken leg. And as I said, I did go ahead and check these with the Thermal Pro. They were cooked all the way, and then we've got some beans over here. I'm just going to take a bite into this piece of chicken and see how it came out. It is super hot, so be careful. I grabbed a fork because it is steaming. It's super hot. That's what the inside is looking like. Cooked all the way through. And it's so hot that I'm going to eat this piece with a fork. Looks really good. Skin looks nice and crispy. Let's give this a try. Yeah, it's super hot, but the skin is nice and crispy, well cooked. It's still juicy on the inside. It's delicious. So definitely check with your Thermal Pro, or if you have a thermometer to check your meat with. But yeah, these did air fry on 400 for about 6 minutes, and then I turned it down to 375 for a couple minutes. I ultimately ended up putting them on 350 and let them go for about 20 minutes. So altogether, I'd say like about 26 minutes on your chicken. Just keep an eye on it. And then here's our brats. These are looking great. We've got 5 minutes left. I'm gonna go ahead and give these a flip, but they are coming along. All right, so during the last minute of cooking, the light will automatically come on by itself. Take a peek. So these took about, I would say, anywhere from 12 to 15 minutes on 400. I think I did them for about 13 minutes or so. And so they're looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the cancel button. So that's it, you guys, for the quick, easy meal with the Instant Vortex Plus dual drawer air fryer. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll give you one final look at our chicken. Came out pretty good. And here are the finished bratwursts, looking good as well. So I appreciate y'all watching. Be sure to subscribe if you're new. Give this video a thumbs up if you love air fryer cooking and air fryer meals. If you have this machine and you love it, leave me a comment below. And also, try to get a video up for you early next week. But we are moving next Thursday, so there may not be a video toward the end of the week. Anyway, I appreciate y'all watching and hanging out. Catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.